So Antulio Jiménez Pons was my first mentor ever, and he's the first person who introduced me to what the art of acting really was. And it connects back to the reason why, I started with my brother, and acting the way we were when we were younger, kind of, it's easy to outgrow that if you don't have an appreciation for the craft. And that for me was like the first mind-blowing experience for me, because I was like, wow, this isn't just about getting in front of the camera, and it's not just about you. It's so much bigger than yourself, and it's so much more, and it's about humanity and even psychology and understanding like why a person is the way that they are. And I started to fall in love with it because I started to understand myself more, which is also why I was like, okay, this is what I want to do. But he just kind of was hard on me, and I love that because he really pushed me, and he believed in me. And I feel like in that time in my life I needed that, because um I didn't understand the importance or the stakes of what it means to be an artist, the sacrifices that you have to make on a more intense level. So I lived in Mexico, and he was like, okay, I'm going to coach you every day. Well, before I get into that, I wanted to say, so Antulio Jimenez Pons is a very respected director from the golden era in Mexico. So he worked with like just the best artists in his time, like the 50s, that kind of style. And
you're coming upon his 100th birthday, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. And he's so lucid. Which is so incredible. And I've always naturally connected with older people for some reason. Like I guess I could say I'm an old soul, I could say that, but no, really, like he worked with Maria Felix, like iconic actresses from the 50s, like the golden era in Hollywood. And I really wanted to understand the roots of acting with him, and the origin, and understand it on a more complex level. And I feel like I found that here in LA now, but in the moment I felt a little bit lost with that. I didn't know how to go deeper with my art. So he really pushed me. He was like, okay, we're gonna work every day, you're gonna memorize this and that, we're gonna film it, we're gonna go on camera. He helped me analyze 5 different characters, all very contrasting. And he told me, okay, but the trick is, here's the tricky thing. You have to do it without speaking a word of English. So I hadn't been completely fluent in Spanish at the time. I was like, I could understand everything because I grew up with my mom speaking in Spanish. But it's different to be able to look at scripts and scripts and scripts in Spanish. So I was like, oh boy, like it was a year of my life where I just kind of cut off everything, and I just threw myself into this. So it was the best training, because now that I look at the training that I'm getting now, it connects back to that. And he was the first person who helped me understand, breaking down characters, understanding how to feel that for yourself, how to get to certain places. I had a little bit of an emotional block when I first started. I didn't know how to tap into my own power. I really believe that vulnerability is strength, and I had problems with facing that. And now I like own it, I'm always, using that to my advantage. But he was also such an incredible person. He just holds such a special place in my heart, because he really was the first person who kind of took me under his wing, and he gave me a lot of confidence in myself, I feel.